I'm Melvin with JTech, and tonight I'm going to be demonstrating how to safely prepare yourself to safely work on hybrid vehicles. With hybrids, doing any kind of maintenance on them can be dangerous because they're high voltage vehicles and they have a lot of high voltage wires going through them. So typically, what you want to do is disengage that high voltage circuit in any hybrid that you work on. Tonight we're going to be demonstrating on two different hybrids. We have a newer 2012 Ford Fusion that I'm going to be taking out the service plug in, and then I'm going to show you how to do it on a first generation Prius, which is a 2002. Okay, so right here we have the Ford Fusion. Like I said before, it's a 2012. Back here in the trunk, you have your battery, your high voltage battery, and up right above it, under this little panel here, there's a latch. You can't see it, but you use a pry bar here. It has a little prong on it where you can stick it onto the latch, and you just pull it to the left, and from there you'll be able to let the seat down, the back seat down. Yeah, put that in there. Go around. All that pretty much real ceilings. Alright, so I've lowered the seat, so now I'm going to take you around to the back seat where the fuse is located. Alright, so I'm just going to reach in here and pull out the fuse and show you on camera. This is your high voltage service plug. After you pull this out, you want to wait about 5 minutes before you touch anything because there can still be power inside the battery. So it's a good rule of thumb to wait about 5 minutes before you even mess with anything once pulling this out. And it's also good to put this somewhere where no one can reinstall it while you're working on the vehicle. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it back in, and we're going to move on to the Prius.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Anything I can help you with? No, I can't do that. Right there, screwdriver. Hopefully you feel better with that.
Alrighty. Okay, so I've demonstrated how to remove the service plug out of a 2012 Fusion. Now we're here behind this 2002 first generation Prius, and we're going to be basically doing the same thing. And I can't stress enough how important it is to remove these service plugs before you work on any hybrid, because if you don't, you could die. The high voltage can shock you, and once you touch something and it shocks you, you're locked on, your muscles contract and all that, and it's just a bad deal. So I'm gonna demonstrate how to pull out this one. This one is more simple than the Fusion. Right here, if you can see, the service plug is located right here next to the battery. So basically what you do is just pull that latch down and just pull it straight out like so. And this one is a lot easier because it has a guide pin right here, so it's kind of hard to mess it up when you trying to put it back in. You just guide it on in and just lift this latch back up, and it's locked in. So put it back in. And that is how you safely disengage the high voltage circuit in the hybrid.